I hope you guys are ready.
I'm so disappointed.
All the
So disappointed.
Did you just mute yourself? Yeah, that's perfect. Just go on the rest of the night like this. Sounds... No, see that big mute button you got on yourself? It says that you cannot speak tonight. From all the puppy kicking. Oh, we'll just wait. We'll just wait for Mike. It's fine. It's because he was on time. There's the comments. Let me just get in here. This guy. It's his first time. I'm teaching him as we go on how to do this stuff, but, you know, he'd probably come on here and tell me he needs a new headset or something. He's yelling at himself down there. Hey.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me now? We could hear you. I mean, look at that guy. Look at that hat right there. Indiana. What are you doing in Indiana? Yeah, he beat up on some people this weekend. His new transmission. He's going to tell you all about it. You guys will probably be out of here by in 5 minutes. I wonder who this is. It is solid. We're working on it, though. Indiana. He'll be back eventually. You might have to do it old school and not use a headset like regular people. It looked like it went in gear all weekend. I know he tore it apart and took a look at it after all this weekend's event for next weekend. So I think he's got some photos and some videos of that. Overall, I think it went well. Stop it. We were having such a good night so far. Yeah. It's fine. You guys are all going to have to talk for him. Coming up, Mike's talking about it. He may mention some stuff tonight. We'll see how this weekend goes with him. You never know. You never, ever know. Could be a BMW. Could be a Pontiac Sunfire. I wouldn't rule that out. Probably is. I got some photos of it. We'll pull up in a little bit. It's been raining every day, about 6 times a day, so I haven't done a bunch of hot rodding or video taking, but it's probably for the best. Fucking popping in down there. Oh, hey.
Did it work now?
I mean, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I don't know what happened. It just shut the whole operation down on me when I went to say something.
Get your life together.
It's a mess. But I knew you could handle it, so I rebooted to get back in here.
As soon as I saw you actually leave down there, I mean, we said some things.
Well, don't worry. I'll go back and watch.
Don't read the chat. Anything they say is a lie.
So what's happening? Like I said, we had a 2-minute intro that I uploaded, and for some reason it didn't upload. So huge fail today, and I'm so mad because I worked like 2 hours on this intro. But anyway, we'll have to save it for another.
Most of his day today was on that.
Yeah. So disappointed. I hate when I work on these things and then it won't upload it, or it said it uploaded it, and then when I came on here, it was gone.
Sure.
You probably deleted it.
I didn't delete shit.
Yeah, right. You probably watched it and were like, nope, we ain't allowing that one on
photos here. You put up there already. And
oh, that makes me mad. It was such a good intro, too. I pride myself on the intros on this show. That's the
You
best part
can't.
of the whole thing.
It's make believe.
Did you say hello to everyone already? I don't know what you were up to.
I said hello to almost everybody.
Okay, good. I'm definitely not cutting Maxwell's hair. We stopped doing that.
That was a mess.
Yeah, I've been doing that. We'll get to that, but that has been a long, long road. Oh boy, people get impatient, eh? What were we today? 10 minutes late? 10 minutes late. Not bad. Yeah. See, E's and B's, I let you down. I had a banger of an intro too, and it didn't upload.
Garbage.
So I suck. I suck at this computer stuff. Terry does. Terry's actually, in fairness, whenever I log on, Terry's normally sitting there waiting. And he's like, what's taking so long? We got shit to do here.
Allegedly.
Hey, I'm not that late on the tree. See that? I got fans. So what is happening, everyone? Happy Sunday. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend so far. Maybe you got out to do some racing. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you were at the cottage hanging out. Or maybe you were like Terry, just sitting in his basement counting his money. But what's up, Mike? Mike Batista holding an event this weekend. Hosting an event this weekend at Toronto Motorsports Park. That's where we ended up this weekend. We had a... Where are you going? He's probably hiding his money. Are you hiding the gold you have stashed in the closet?
Fish tank off so everybody would not talk about it. Sounds like a toilet running.
Oh, it does sound like a toilet running.
Oh, I turned it off.
Thanks, Terry. Yeah, so we had a hell of a week, or a hell of a few weeks recently. Yeah, he should buy Dylan's Pro Mod.
I made him an offer.
And what did he say?
He said $12,000 was not enough, and I said, okay, well, if it doesn't sell, come back to me. I'll give you 10.
David Campbell joining us again from Madison, Indiana. Where does this guy keep going? He's worse than me.
I got shit to do today.
What are you fucking fidgeting around? What, you do a little bit of something before the show? You're all antsy?
No, I'm busy. What are you drinking?
I got a care package.
Oh, God.
You know what? We have an anonymous box of Angry Orchards arrived at the house. And I was like, I have the best friends here on the planet. So for some reason, they enjoy me drinking these Angry Orchards because I think it sets me off.
Gets you going.
Gets the people going on Sunday. This is my only day to drink. I've stuck with my routine here. Trying not to drink during the week. And just on our Sunday show. So this is when my cheat day, as they say. So getting back to where we've been. We've sucked for a little while now. Probably since, well, we've sucked for a long while. We've gotten, you know what's surprising when I look back in time now after this weekend's events is how well we've actually done being
struggling.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's lucky draws we've gotten or like the truck has decided once in a while that, hey, today will be the day that I'm going to help you guys out. But then next week, I'm really going to screw you good. So it's been like since, I would say, looking back in time, since I think we broke the planetaries in the Powerglide. Like, if I recall, and you're going to have to, because my memory's not that good. We were really starting to ramp in the truck right before those planetaries broke, right? Is that what we were at? We were testing the front side, and we really wanted to try to get after the front side.
We started to.
And then the planetaries exploded in the transmission. And ever since that day, it's been like...
No consistency.
That's the term. So I think that was... When was that? Early, right before Christmas last year, I think. Sometime before Christmas, we were testing at a Mockley, and something happened inside the transmission, and the whole thing let go, and we ended up destroying the planetaries on the inside of the glide. So we bought a bunch of new car parts and put the glide back together with what I thought at the time was upgraded parts. And it worked, but it was always intermittent. So we always thought I'll take responsibility. I always thought that it was a converter problem because we had put this transmission back together with all the best parts and we gotten it checked out and it worked. Like you would go out and the transmission would work fine and you'd make some stellar passes. Like I remember we were pretty locked in for when we decided to go index racing there in February, whenever that was, January, February. And I remember it was making some really good passes when we tested at Immokalee for that little gangster shit. And then we went to Bradenton and okay, it shook the tires, but that was my fault. But then after that race, we came back and did more testing and then it was blowing through the converter again. What we thought was blowing through the converter. So we kept going back and forth with these converter companies, and now I kind of feel bad because everyone was saying the transmission's fine. We looked at it. We took that transmission apart. I can't tell you how many times, and
15.
Everything looked fine. So we basically were 100% set that it's got to be converter issues. So every weekend we were putting in a converter, and again, one weekend it would work great, and we're like, oh, we're onto something here. You know, let's start turning it up. And we'd turn it up and it would work. And then we'd leave the track and we'd come back the next Friday. And then we were hitting the limiter again. And it was the most inconsistent thing ever. And then after that, we started getting into turbo problems. I remember near the end there before I left from Florida at those last events we went to, we were having turbo issues. We kept having oiling issues with the turbos, and then we had engine issues. But the transmission has always been like a background issue that was always there, but inconsistent. Like I said, we went to St. Thomas right before the St. Thomas race, and we were running great passes testing on the backside. And then I was like, okay, cool. Why don't we go? I looked at a bunch of data and I said, why don't we go to an even tighter converter, which was tighter when I left Immokalee, and we'll go race at St. Thomas and try to really get after it because it was pretty sticky. And then sure enough, load that converter and the thing won't make it 400 feet and it's loose as shit. So it was just like constantly issues like that, which made everything annoying more than anything because you never knew what you were going to get. Yeah. Look, we went to KD, we won tailgate, and we were going, fast there, decently fast enough to win that class. And the truck was working again. But that's what I mean by intermittent. You never knew what you were going to get. You would come to the track and it would be fire and I'd be all excited like, oh man, this thing's fucking moving and grooving. Let's slam some more power to it. And then you show up to the next race and put half the power in it and the thing wouldn't even make it down the track.
Total opposite.
So I went to a couple of guys here locally. We looked it over again. I got similar feedback. Everything in here looks fine. I don't know exactly what's going on. Why don't we try this or why don't we try that? Or, we're going to clean all this out. We'll put new bearings in it. We tried that. It didn't work. So finally I said, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I can't deal with this anymore. We either fix this transmission or I'm done with racing. And I told Terry that legitimately. I said, if we can't fix this problem, there's no point anymore because you don't know what you were going to get. You would show up to a race and it was getting worse, in fairness. It started getting to the point that everywhere we were going, it was bad. So I took it to the guru of gurus of Powerglides, supposedly. I believe it because if you ever go on Yellow Bullet or any of these car forums, like Hutch has been around for many years. I've even read a lot of his posts when I was doing my own research, trying to figure out what the hell's happening. So I finally bit the bullet. Everyone said, when you go there, it's, he's not the cheapest guy in the world by any means. But I was just tired. Like we couldn't find anything ourselves.
Yeah.
And the friends that helped us, God bless their souls, also didn't find anything wrong with it. So I took it to him. He said, basically, everything I have is garbage. Let's take it out, take it apart. We're going to put in all the stuff I want to put in. And I'll get you right. I promise you I'll get you right. And I said, okay, well, you know, yeah, see? Who's got money? This guy. So I said, okay, what choice do we have? You know, I'll borrow some money, put in some extra time, and we'll get it fixed. Yeah, Temu parts. Yeah, that's what I buy. So I gave it to Hutch. He went through it. People keep asking me what he did. I don't know what he did, honestly.
Magic.
He said, listen, I will get you right. That's all he told me. He said, leave it with me. I'm going to put in the parts it needs. I'm going to get the pressure set up right. I'm going to get everything fixed up for you. When you leave this place, I will 100% guarantee you that it will be exactly the way it should be. So if you have any problems now, it's going to be 100% converter. Like, there is no way it'll be the transmission. And I said, okay, that's the answer I wanted to hear. I wanted someone to tell me, listen, when I'm done with this thing, there's not a chance in hell it's going to be a transmission problem for you.
Yeah, we said it to the last two guys we brought it to. We hope they find something because
well, everyone I brought it to, I hope they find something. And we just couldn't find anything. Like, there was, I don't know, and I still don't know. I still have a weird feeling that there was something in the valve body probably getting stuck 50% of the time. Or just some kind of, because that whole thing's hydraulic. I've taken them apart and put them back together now enough times and watched how everything works. And we've taken valve bodies apart and looked at everything. I guarantee you there was just something in that valve body or something in that area that wasn't working with each other. So anyway, it is what it is. He gave me back the transmission. He said, this is what your expectation should be moving forward. So I said, okay, you know, this is it. We have finally, you know, we have waited over a year. We have struggled for a year. We have been inconsistent for a year. And I know it's not from lack of trying, lack of tuning knowledge, lack of suspension knowledge, because we already went through all those hurdles.
Yep.
I mean, we sucked at leaf springs when we started. We didn't know what we were doing. We couldn't get the truck to make a pass without lighting the tires on fire. It looked like a jet going down the track. We've already been through all that, and we've overcome that part of it. But this was just one thing that I could not overcome because the inconsistency was impossible to tune for. So Hutch gave us back this transmission. He went through the converter as well at the same time. I gave him the converter, the stators. I said, listen, this is what we got. We're working with. Take a look at it. Make sure. He found a couple things in the converter. We had a couple blades folded over. So he fixed all that up, welded up all the blades. So he was 100% confident when he handed me back that transmission that we'd be good. So with that being said, we headed to TMP. Now, I'll tell you, my expectations just from the past and talking to people
we've done this
and hearing this story once before or a few times before, I was like, you know, yes, he said it's going to be good. I was hopeful. I was definitely hopeful, but Jeremy was with me in the truck and stuff. I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like, I've been up here before where I was super amped for something, and then it just was disappointment right out of the gate. So I was like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to TMP. Initially, I was just going to go there and test. I didn't really give a shit about racing. I said, even if I just pay for testing, we're going to go test. Let's make a pass with this thing and see if this transmission is finally doing what it's supposed to do. So went to TMP. Mike Batista was holding the event right here. Batista Racing. Backside, very back. Same place as that $10,000 race they had in the spring. So it's like literally the very back of the track, heading back up towards the starting line. It wasn't the way they used to do it in the middle. So showed up there instantly, you know, oh, you're going to be in small tire, right? Racing small tire today, small tire truck. You're so fast. You're not allowed to race anything but small tire. Okay, whatever. Went to the starting the little tent thing, car count wasn't great. I mean, it seems to be average for this area now. I think there was 8 or 9 cars in small tire, and there were 7 or 8 in what they called small tire junior. So small tire junior was $50 cheaper to buy in. It was basically small tire, except you had to have factory firewall, glass, all steel, like my truck is. Like, it's basically like exactly what it's called, small tire junior. You have to have like a true street car like mine is, or a truck, whatever it may be. So it's just kind of like a knockoff of True Street. Again, I've never claimed that I built a small tire truck. Do we race in small tire? All the time. But I've maintained this truck in a true street fashion so that we can race true street, because I think small tire in certain areas is way above where we're at. I mean, it is what it is. That's why I always wanted to keep that door open in case small tire got out of control and the speeds got out of control, that we'd be able to still be competitive in another class. So we've kept the truck true street, full interior, blah, 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 blah. All the true street shit that you need for true street. All steel, all glass, etc. Yeah. I race in Pee Wee League, basically. So yeah, I said, okay, cool. We got small tire junior we can race in. It's $100. If this transmission doesn't work, first of all, I wouldn't be racing anymore. I'd fucking slam that truck in the trailer so fast, you wouldn't even have seen me. It would have been like Houdini appeared. I was there, then he's gone. Because I would have been so fucking pissed off that.
Take your toys and you're going home.
No, I'd be that kid out of the sandbox. You would have seen, I probably would have left the fans, everything outside, and just drove the truck. Probably not even strapped it. I would have just fucking jumped out as it was rolling and just let it smash into the cupboards in the trailer, slam the door shut, lock it, and fucking see you later. Maybe unhook the trailer halfway home.
He's done
that
before.
That's to the point where I was at with this thing, because it has been the last month, especially month and a bit, has been ever since we got back from KD. It has literally been wasting my time and kicking my ass. So I was beyond over it. So that takes us to, basically, I would have loaded it right in the back of the dually. I told you, it's the Angry Orchards. I get fired up.
That's not that guy either. That's a fake picture. That guy's too big.
Dick Fitzwell?
Yeah.
Dick Fitzwell. That's a great name. I love these guys. Their YouTube names are fire. We see some fire names. Okay, so sign up for junior. Instantly, people see my name on the list, and you start hearing the groaning, like, "Oh,
you puppy
this
kicking
fucking guy. He's in our class. Eater. Why isn't he in small tire with all the killers?" I'm just explaining why I wasn't. Actually, I don't have to explain it realistically. I can go in either class, and it is what it is. So, see the shit I get?
Well,
I almost feel like after this winter, I have no choice, but we're going to have to take the doors off. We're going to have to take the bed off. We're going to have to fiberglass it all, and then just be like, okay, now we run small tire, and that's it. I mean, I don't want to do that because I hate that. I don't want to strip all the interior out of my truck and sit in there like I see some of these guys. There's nothing left of the car. They're sitting on a little tin seat, and the rest of the car is tubes and metal.
I'd rather have a top tier true street car that everybody cries about than do that.
Yeah.
Just let them cry.
I love having a true street. You know what? Every time that I get into my truck and sit in there, I love it because it still feels like a truck inside. Do you know what I mean? I don't want, like, I see some cars and I'm like, I really just don't want that. It starts to feel like it's no longer a car. Yeah. It's like you're in an exoskeleton of steel, and that's it. No,
that thing's a cruiser.
Yeah, like, that's what I like about it. I see these guys, they do a pass, or I was watching Pedro, this weekend, no alternator. So he's coming from the back, and the whole time he's stressing because, now a car's coming the other way, and I see him. And they meet nose to nose, and no guy wants to go off the road. And he's sitting there idling, and I see he's stressing because he's only got so much battery before the car dies. And he's constantly on and off, and this and that. I start my truck, I leave it running, I walk away for an hour, I come back, the thing's still fine. It's still sitting there running unless it runs out of gas. It doesn't overheat. It charges the battery. Like it's like a real car. And I love that. I don't want to ever get rid of that because I don't want to have to wait for people sweating in my tin can with my bars everywhere, waiting for Terry to come on the golf cart. But he's decided now to take the family for ice cream. So now I'm sitting there for an hour and a half, sweating my sack off in this car.
That only happened a couple of times.
I already don't like race cars. I'll be honest. I love racing. I hate race cars. I think they're the most useless fucking thing on the planet. I am a street car guy. I am all about, that's why I love that full size I bought now. We mess around with that. And if you haven't seen it, we posted a video. We had some fun with the new truck on our channel here. If you missed it, check it out. Like that kind of stuff to me. Here's the video we had. There's the new truck. That kind of racing there, I love it. I absolutely love it because all I had to do was jump in there, turn the key, have some fun passes, put it in park, turn the key off. Next morning, I went to the gym in it. No problem. You know, like I love racing. I love going fast, but I hate race cars. And that's the honest truth. That's why I never want to change that truck because I think that would be the ultimate like finale for me. I won't want to drive it anymore.
No.
Because
I think
race cars blow. Like they're the stupidest thing ever because all you have, it's just it's a tool. You take it out of the trailer, you spend half your life working on it, hours, like days, hours. You jump in it, you make a 6-second pass, you bring it back to the trailer, you shut it off, you put fans on it, you start working again. More work. You jump in it again. So, okay, you get 6, 12, 18, 24 seconds of fun for 2 weeks worth of work. Like, the math doesn't math. But I'll tell you, in that 6 seconds, I'm happy. I am. That's why I do it. I enjoy that part of it. But when you actually break down, like, what you're doing time for time, it's retarded. Like, it's the stupidest thing you could ever do. It doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, 6 seconds is what I'm saying. Each pass, 6 seconds. That's fast. But
so fired up today.
I'm not fired up. I'm just saying. That's why when people say, why don't you make your truck just small tire truck? That's why I'm not. There's my answer. I like street cars. Eventually, when I get tired of doing this racing, I'm going to go back to like daily driver racing. I love that. I want to be able to drive the truck to the track with the air conditioning on, listening to music, go do a couple passes, have some fun, drive home. That's what I like. Sick week stuff. I wouldn't mind trying some of that. Like, that's my goal with that full size. When we're done with this no prep stuff, and let's say it fades out, I'm not saying it's going to fade out, but let's say it fades out and people decide they don't want to do this shit anymore. That's fine. We're going to sell the truck. I'm going to take all the good stuff out of it. We're going to put all the good stuff in the full size. It's still going to be street, and I'm still going to make sure it has air conditioning and all that other stuff, and we'll go do some fun stuff because, yeah, that was the one thing I do miss, honestly, about my Trackhawk was the Trackhawk was both. I would go out on the weekend, I'd trailer it to the track, but then Tuesday I could take it out and go meet friends for coffee, and then we go do some pulls somewhere secluded for fun. Mexico. And then the weekend we'd go do no prep with it. And honestly, it was very rare I had to do any work on it outside of filling nitrous and putting fuel in it. So that's done with my race car rant. So moving back into racing, yeah, that is the last thing I would build.
Stop it.
Terry sounds like it's going to I'd never replace Terry. Terry's my boy. You could always no. I can't do that either. That's not for me. So I missed some of these comments. They're talking amongst themselves. All right, so let's get back on track. So we decided to do small tire junior, what they called it, cool class, like the idea, basically a true street class. Let's call it what it is. Again, people focus so much on names.
Small tire junior.
It could be the purple fucking whatever.
Yogurt slingers.
Yeah, the purple yogurt slinger class. And someone will say, well, your car's not purple. Fuck. So, all right, let's get down to business. So, jump in the truck. The boys get everything sorted for me. Big shout out to the boys helping me this weekend. Brad,
Jeremy.
Brad and Jeremy. Fuck, can't even remember Jeremy's name. Now he's going to be like, you dick.
He's going to beat your ass.
So, round one. Let's get after it. Let's see what happened.
See, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Buddy, I have not felt that truck feel like that since as long as I can remember. I would put money down that I had the fastest pass on the property that day, that race.
First round off the trailer.
First round off the trailer, I'm saying. Maybe not for the day, but first round off the trailer, I put in a tune-up and it ran 4/10 faster than that tune-up that I put in it. I was holding the wheel and I was like, holy sweet fuck, what is happening right now? It gave me that feeling again, like I used to get. Remember when we used to talk and it made a really good hit and I was like, it makes your guts
You
move.
come back smiling.
Yeah. I knew without even looking down at the phone before I looked at the draggy, I was like, that made a fucking lick. And it felt like it wheelied for about 100 feet, but like one of those nice wheelies where it's like 6 to 8 inches. I never looked at the computer. I have a feeling wheelie control probably helped that. I got it pretty dialed now. I did lift. I remember I lifted a little because it started going towards the center line and I didn't want to cross. But it was like the pass was so smooth and so fast. I couldn't even believe when I looked at the phone that was like right off the trailer. I was like, no, there's no fucking way. Because I haven't seen shit like that out of that truck in over a year. Honestly.
No need for that. Let's just turn it down a little.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's not what you said. Let's just simmer it down a little.
No, fuck no. I was like, we're back. We are back in the fucking game. So very impressed. It actually did exactly what he said. So shout out to Hutch's Transmissions. That fucker was rolling. First pass like that, I was like, oh my God.
What just happened?
It's been a long time since the truck has pulled like that, like off the rip. It is normally a fucking turd. Like it leaves so shit that it's not even. But I've gotten so used to that now that I was like, oh, I guess that's just how this truck is. The truck is not like that. The truck is now angry and wants to fuck around. So you can ask Jeremy, I probably came back to the pits. You couldn't pull the smile down from my ears. It was so big. Because this is all I've wanted. I have no issue with losing. I've lost many times, trust me, like many times. I just hate losing when it's something that's out of my control. Like nothing is worse than that last race at Grand Bend, like not even making it to 600 feet. The truck is just acting like a complete piece of shit. And I've put so much time, so much effort, so much like sleepless nights trying to figure this thing out and just working. Every last physical hour that I've had of free time working on that truck, that it was like the greatest feeling ever. Like
Yeah.
I was above I could have left right there. You know, if they said, you know what, we're shutting it down tonight, that's it. That's good with me. It was nice to finally see this fucking thing do what I wanted it to do. So we came back to the trailer. I was super pumped. I told the boys, I said, really, we don't have to change anything. That motherfucker is rolling out there. We talked to Trevor. We talked to, the boys there in the squad. Trevor and I actually had a side bet, so he now owes me $20 on the first off the trip. Trevor wanted to call me out, actually, first pair for 500. It's probably best he didn't, because it made a fucking lick. So, yeah. So I said, what are we going to do now? We don't need to do anything more than this. This is plenty. Like, I don't think we're going to have an issue with anyone in our class. Definitely. I mean, it probably would have been very competitive in regular small tire too. So, let me see. Sorry, I haven't answered any of you guys. I feel like a dick. Yeah, no, it made definitely a nice hit. I was super pumped about that. Yeah, left hard. It went, other than the little wheelie, it was very clean pass. It was nice to finally see that. Okay, I'll put it into perspective. I have a drive shaft sensor on the truck. We used to see the RPM in the engine be about 8,000 RPM, and the drive shaft speed would be 5,200, 5,300. And I was like, oh, it seems weird that our drive shaft RPM is so much lower than the engine RPM, but I guess that's just how it is. Like, I never really thought about it too much. So now I go back and I look at the log of this first pass, and it's like engine RPM is 7,200, drive shaft RPM is 6,890, almost 6,900. And I'm like, wow, that's a very tight gap between. I'm like, huh, how long have we been fucking dealing with this bullshit? Because every log was like that. Like, I always look at drive shaft and it never slipped. And everyone's like, oh, bro, your passes are sick. A to B, no tire smoke. No fucking shit, no tire smoke. The fucking thing was smoking the converter to, like, that's why every time we dumped the fluid out, it came out like hot death. Like, I couldn't make 2 passes in that truck without burning up all the transmission fluid. Like, Terry knows. We've tried every single transmission fluid on the market. Everyone's like, oh, it's the wrong fluid, blah, blah, blah. And then I look at my buddy Mike Buis with the Ugly Duck. Guy runs all season, dumps the fluid out. It comes out, looks perfect. And he's running like Fram fucking bargain basement on sale. Stuff. Like, they threw it out the back door. He picked it up, threw it in the trans. Oh. And I'm out here buying Redline Pro fucking high heat extreme racing, blah, blah, blah. 2 passes burnt. Dump it out, garbage. So, huge relief. First pass, that was all I needed. I was like, you know what? I am happier than over the moon. Like, this is all I want. I just want to know that when we go to a race, that the truck's locked, loaded, and the only guy that's going to fuck it up is the guy behind the keyboard, and I'm good with that.
Maxwell.
If Maxwell messes it up, I will forgive him, and we'll move on to the next one. But, yeah, amazing. It was so happy. Thank you, sir. So we move on after that. Yeah, shout out Hutch, did a great job. He fixed it. Whatever the problem was, it's now fixed. I'll be honest, James, we were close. Terry's walked me off the ledge a couple times. So how long do you think it'll take me to park this truck out and get all the money out of it?
Very close.
Very close. Like, there were some mornings I woke up and I went out into the shop and I started bringing the tools out because I was about to strip the truck down and fucking park.
Taking photos for Marketplace.
I was already starting to take pictures for Marketplace of different parts I was selling. So, there we go. We're going to run. I sold Brad my hard tires, so now he's our official hard tire representative up here.
He's doing well with that little truck.
Oh yeah, no, Brad's truck's great. Brad's big bracket guy. He does well with the bracket racing, and I mean, I have nothing against bracket race. It's just not for me, but it's cool that he's trying now a little bit of hard tire. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever visited Hutch, to be honest. Warren the Woods. Sorry, I can't click on it. I don't know. When you get here, it gets locked up. Yeah, we're planning on going to Warren the Woods. Trevor will shut you down. Well, more than likely, I'm going to have to race Trevor this weekend at some point. So stay tuned, as they say.
I think Gunn will be streaming.
Did you change to coil springs? Did you change to coil springs? What? What does that mean? Did I change to my truck's always been on coil springs and leaf springs? Like, did I 4-link it? No, we're leaf spring mafia, buddy. All leaf springs all the time. I can't change the leaves now.
Not if
I've spent so much time figuring them out that I figured them out. Now I don't want to change them.
I don't know if we can puppy kick and
tells us how great he is. Is this a comment to me?
I hope so.
Just like you know who. I don't know. I'm lost. I'm losing it.
I want to know who else.
The OG of OGs in the house. All right, so yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna start. Now I have the confidence back. I really had lost all my confidence in this truck. I'll be honest. I was again near the end. Oh my God, there's so many comments. I send you a pic on Messenger.
Once fucking Lippy came in, everybody wants to start talking.
That's okay. I'm just working through it here slowly. Well, everyone wants to talk to Limpy. Who doesn't want to talk to Limpy and get the Limpyisms? I love the Limpyisms. How come it keeps saying new comment? Hide current comment. Okay. Yeah, this thing gets locked up for me. Does it work for you?
Yeah.
You lost it long ago. My mojo? Probably.
Is that
we picked up
easy with the truth here. Okay, let's just
we picked up maybe 3-4 mile an hour on a good day.
Let's just take it down a notch. Think about it.
Terry's not going to let me expose things, but all right. So first round did really well. We move on to round 2. Here's where we're at. Round 2, we raced Lucas, who we had a little bit of words with back and forth on Facebook last week when I made the post about handing out trophies at events to people who don't even race. But Lucas and I have spoken now. We buried the hatchet with any stuff. We got to finally race because he said my truck's not a true street truck and that I'm a puppy kicker, and I did some puppy kicking, but now we talked for a bit today. I have nothing against the kid. He's a young kid. You know, that's how you are at that age. I always talk to his dad. His dad's cool as shit. So we talked today on Instagram for a bit. We buried the hatchet. We got to have our race, and that was our race. So I think he's learned that if I decide to come down to True Street, he's going to have a lot of problems. But for now, I'm going to go back up, at least in Ontario here. We'll go back up and race with the big dogs. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy the competition. I'll be honest. I'm not one of those people. You know, back when I had the Jeep, we used to race the Jeep in small tire. I could have raced it in modern muscle every day. That's what it was. But I wanted to race the fastest guys that we had here in Ontario. So, oh shit, I forgot about Maxwell's outside. You hear him?
He's pissed.
Okay, you gotta hold on a minute. I gotta let him inside. I forgot about him. 1 sec. We'll be back.
I mean, I don't know if they got the Humane Society in Canada, but that's abuse. He's been outside. It's probably snowing there. He probably can't even see his dog when he opens the door. His dog's in that deep of snow, screaming help.
Sorry, bud.
Number one tuner in the country is how he treats him.
Forgot about that little guy. Sorry, bud. I put him out before the show, and I just remembered he's still out there. What did Terry say? As soon as I see this,
I didn't say anything.
I know he said
sat
something.
here in silence. I said, "Hey, let's have a silence off, and nobody can type in the chat, and I won't talk, and we'll see who wins." And here we are.
Hold on.
I guess you made a cinematic for round 2.
I made a little cinematic post. It's fair. Like I said, we buried the hatchet now. I'm moving forward. It is what it is. Maxwell be like,
What are you doing? Nothing.
oh, poor Maxwell. Anyway, Maxwell's inside now. He's good to go. So we made it through round 2. Tune-up wise, like I said, after that first pass, there was really no point doing anything. What I did was I said there's no point running the truck extremely hard today because, I mean, small car count, not a lot of money. Why push the truck a lot? So what I did was I took actually 5 pounds of boost off the top so that we're not going to be pushing the motor hard. Like, why bother?
That was for round 2.
Yeah, for after round 1, I said, okay, well, we don't need to run this time today. We don't have to run that 6.0. We can probably get away with a 6.20. So I took 5 pounds of boost off the top, and that's what we ran for the rest of the night because I was like, there's no point squeezing this thing. I'm getting ready for True Street. Yeah. Well, just remember, the shark can linger in small tire or True Street. So that's what I intend on leaving the truck the way it is. So we're going to run whatever class I want to run. So on to round 3. Round 3, we pulled the buy. Well, I didn't pull the buy. Whoever does the chip draw pulled the buy. So round 3, again, didn't add anything up top because I figured we didn't need to. I wanted to fuck around in the 60 a little bit because we had a buy run. So I said, let's see if we try to leave a lot harder. I wanted to see what kind of 60 foot we could get now with this unit. So round 3, buy run, put more power in it down low right out of the 60. I wanted to see if we could get after it on the backside there. It was a negative on the 60 foot.
Didn't love it.
No, it didn't like the more RPM. All I did was put more RPM. We kept the boost the same, but I guess we were at the brink of the RPM already. So we had to do the reverse. Put more boost, less, keep the RPM the same, more boost on the leave. Anyway, we tried it. That's what buy runs are for. It still ran a good time. Like out back, it's still fucking hauling the mail, but out front, it didn't like that. And the track was weird. It was actually like at its it was perfect right as the sun was going down. It was getting like real grippy. Later in the night, I felt it started getting a little greasier almost. Maybe it was also because of the amount of rubber that was going down in the 60, because it really only held rubber in the 60. After that, it went to bare asphalt.
Okay.
So yes, Madison, we were still running that pass was a 610. We're really trying, we were a little off our 6.0 index, but that pass was a 610, not terrible, but it wasn't the same 6.0 we ran first round. So That's the kind of index we want to run. That's what happens in the streets. Yeah, it was weird. The track went from not so good to really good to not good again. So I'm glad we tried it. I mean, that's what buy runs are for. So then we moved on to the finals. We ran 4. So there were, what did I say, 8 cars in the class or something, and then a couple buybacks. Anyway, it ended up being 4 rounds of racing, which is great. I mean, I'm happy with that. 4 rounds. We get some testing for Grand Bend next weekend. So this was the final.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Now, in the start there, what he was telling us is it was starting to rain.
Do we want to go?
I saw it on my windshield. It started spitting, and I'm like, fuck no. This is the finals. I am not fucking doing this. Bang that light. We're running. And halfway down the track, you can hear the truck goes, wow, wow, because it started fucking hitting like it was raining at that point. Like the track was, when I got down to 600 feet, I guess the rain was coming up the track that way. So we were driving into the rain.
Into it.
But it didn't rain like crazy hard. It was just spitting. But it was like,
enough,
it got
though.
progressively worse as I went up the drag strip. So, but that's what he was asking us. That's why he put the light down. He asked Brad because I didn't know what he was saying. And I saw the little droplets on my windshield. And I'm like, that's fuck all. And Brad goes, hey, do you still want to run? It's starting to rain. I said, what do you mean? Let's do this. Tell him to hit the light before the rain starts. So
The rest of the classes minus small tire got split, I think I heard.
The rest of the So
I think just you guys got to finish.
Trevor
huh?
got to go before us. Small tire. He ended up winning small tire. So we got our winners from the weekend. Some of them. I don't know the other classes. They never posted. I don't know what happened with them. So our boy Trevor won small tire. Put Pedro on the trailer. Second weekend in a row. Poor guy. Trevor tunes Pedro's car too. So now the ongoing joke is that Trevor down tunes Pedro's car for the finals. I know it's not true, but we razz Trevor about it. And Pedro always comes up to me and he's like, dude, you got to tune my car for the final. You can't let Trevor do it. So now we just fuck with Trevor about it. But I know Trevor's not like that. But Trevor has a fast car. I mean, I told Pedro that you got to step your shit up. We had us, Small Tire Junior. And then they had an OG street class, which was actually the biggest class of the, or OG street racer, he called it. It was the biggest class of the event. It had like 20 cars or something. Mike can probably correct me if I was wrong.
Good.
So Cody was still in it with the Trackhawk. Baja's brother, I don't know what he was driving, and a few other guys. They ended up having to split the pot 5 ways because right after my pass, it like rained. It was done. So it was cool to see everyone. I mean, Pedro was in the finals, Trevor, Cody, myself, and even my customer Mark did really well with his Trackhawk. He made it to like right before this round, whatever that was. So yeah, all in all, it was a good event, a good time. Mike did a great job. It was fun. I mean, I came home super happy. Truck's finally working again. I actually have confidence back in it after, like I said, almost a year of not knowing what we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah, it was water burnout this time. Last time they did prep. Yeah, I agree. Trevor and I have both been working extremely hard at our programs. We help each other a lot, you know, sharing information and giving each other advice. And I think it helps a lot with both of our programs to have someone, you know, who's got the same passion as you do in the sport. It's nice to, I mean, we've been alone for a long time, kind of a lone wolf where there's a lot of other people who have teams and stuff like that. So we kind of, Trevor and I kind of became friends and started sharing information because we both travel and stuff like that. So I think it's helped both our programs a lot, and it's starting to show now. So
Definitely.
yeah, that was the weekend. We got our nice little wood plaque to hang in the shop, and got home to bring home a little bit of money, which was nice. Pay some bills, and yeah, we got these cool little trophies. They made like wooden plaques. That funny money. Hey,
That's
Terry.
plastic. It's literally
plastic rainbow.
It's literally plastic.
Yeah, it's plastic. It's polymer money. We don't have paper
Weird
money.
shit.
It's polymer.
You can throw it in the washer in your pants. That's fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Not here.
So, 25 cars in OG Street Racer. Yeah, it was a big class. People like that class. It was a very open class for street cars. Like your track are like, oh,
Are you kidding me? We went all night.
I know. All right, we got to break out the news. Terry's got a new whip.
You just ruined it.
There it is.
I got a Jeep. What did you? Where did
Terry
you find
finally went out and broke the bank and bought himself a badass white Jeep. There it is.
That is 100% true.
Look
For
at
those
that
of you
unit.
that think he's lying, I 100% bought a white Jeep.
And there it is.
All right. Have a good night, guys. See you.
Terry has finally got off his wallet, and instead I was, which pisses me off, I'll be honest. We're changing gears here. Because I had Takeover Terry t-shirts in the works, in the making for when he got his BMW. We were going to have limited edition Takeover Terry shirts made. And I was so pumped about it. I was already sketching the designs on how it was going to look. And then he called me, what, last week? Was it last week or the week before?
It's let's just say last week.
All right. He called me last week and said, hey,
I'm buying a white
I really
Jeep.
want to be a takeover kid and go and hang out with all those guys late at night and shoot fireworks and drift and do donuts and whatever else they do. Be super gay. But I'm going to take your advice on this one because you are a brilliant scientist and I respect you. So Terry went out and bought himself a Trackhawk.
A white Jeep.
Terry is now the proud owner of the next Dig Monster 2.
2.0.
After his father showed him the ways in the early days,
And I couldn't afford the original one.
then he couldn't afford the original one. He's decided to get himself. Look at that.
Look at that.
698 at 102.
Very first
First purchase.
in that.
He
thing
goes
right
out,
there.
buys a draggy to see what
Yeah.
the truck will do.
That's it.
So Terry is now Trackhawk Terry. That's his new whip. So if you're in, my favorite part of the Jeep he bought has to be the roosters on the side of it.
Yeah, we like to make caw noises when you see it. Caw-caw.
Nothing is cooler to me than a Trackhawk with roosters on the side.
Parrot.
I don't know who invented that emblem, but it doesn't look anything like a hawk at all.
There's a new one.
It looks like a
updated one.
rooster head.
There's an updated one I like.
It's horrible.
We'll get there.
Yeah, Terry sold out to the Mopar world. He knows this guy.
I know a
He's
guy.
close friends with this guy that he's now gonna manipulate for free tuning,
If you guys
free help.
know how it's gone, Mike bought an S10. I got an S10. Mike rebuilt his S10. I got all the other S10 parts. It's the same thing, same pattern. Mike had a Jeep.
Now
He got
Terry's
rid of
getting all
it.
my old Jeep
I
parts.
got a Jeep, and I'm now going to ask him for all the old Jeep parts.
Yeah. It is.
It's a rooster.
So Terry's now going to be going around Florida with the kids, gapping fools light to light. That's his
Can't
plan.
wait.
So I'm happy for him. I'm really happy he didn't buy a BMW because I
Would have had to learn how to tune BMWs.
I would have
You'd have
had
done
to
it.
get the passenger side tint so dark that we couldn't see out the window, so I could sit in there and go around with you. And then we'd be up late every night, drive around town to do donuts on the freeway. Like, would have wore me out. So our plan with the Jeep, or my plan with the Jeep, Terry never has a plan, but I always have a plan for Terry.
Mike's got a plan.
I got a plan for Terry.
You had a
We're
plan
going to
already.
focus on getting that Jeep dialed in for the 650 class this winter so that Terry can enjoy some racing in a slower environment so he doesn't get rattled.
Yeah, real nervous. Behind the
Real
wheel.
nervous. We may have to get Gator to drive the first few events, but
She's been
eventually,
practicing.
if Terry rides in the passenger seat and gets used to that kind of acceleration, he will one day take the wheel and harness it himself. But see,
Fuck.
Gator's in.
Don't get her fired up.
I know. I give Gator the keys to that thing. I already know. She'll be through 4 backyards and right into the first swimming pool.
She
And we'll have
blacks
to
out.
tow it right back out.
You don't even know where she's at. That's true.
So, yeah, get that extended warranty is right. That reminds me of a story, actually. When I first bought my Trackhawk from the dealership, every time you buy it from the dealership, you know, they take you into that back office. They probably did it to you too. And they're like, listen, man, this is a very expensive automobile. And you're a younger guy. So I just, you know, do you plan on keeping it for a long time? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'll keep it for a while. They're like, okay. I would advise you, because of how expensive this truck is to fix, that you get the 96 fucking year, whatever the hell warranty. And I looked that guy straight in the eyes and I said, my man, this motherfucker won't be stocked till the end of the day today, and that warranty will be void. I already ordered parts before I even picked it up. So by the time I get home, there's going to be a pulley on this thing, injectors, intake. I got it all in boxes. It's ready to roll.
Tools are already laid out.
The original warranty will be void as soon as I leave the parking lot. So I am not spending. I asked him, I said, can I get money back for the original warranty? Because I want none of it.
I don't want that one either.
I don't want any of it. If you can pay me back to give me warranty money back, I'll take that
Prorate
cash
it.
and put it towards parts.
Prorate it right now.
This truck will never come back to this dealership for as long as I'm walking on this earth. So say goodbye to it, because this is probably the last time you'll see it here. And it literally was the last. Oh, he did give me 2. Did you get free Mopar mugs? I got 2 coffee mugs. Yeah, it's true. See, Batista knows.
That's not how that works. Number one, he's not my dad. He's old enough to fuck. He's old enough to
could
my
be.
dad.
Fuck, Lucas, that kid was making me feel old. He's always like, oh, you're like triple my age and this and that. I'm like, I'm not that old, motherfucker.
You are that old. You're ancient.
I'm not that old. I'm
You
like,
are
how
so
old does
old.
this guy think I am?
57 is
Like
old.
a grandfather. There you go, Terry. Congratulations. Correct
Thank you.
choice was made. See?
There's no rainbows in that one.
I also
There's no
want to thank
wiener
you
jokes.
guys, because I also think majority of it was you on our last show that we did, and I brought up Terry's car picks, and you guys all
just
started
tripped me.
harping on him. I was like, that's what he needs. He needs our good friends here online to tell him how it is. And
do
he
the
took
right
your
thing.
advice.
Do the right thing.
That means Terry going to reach out. Oh, I don't know if we'll be at that level yet.
I don't think that was a gap either. Let's go back to that. What did he say? Was that the one with the guys
The
that
yellow
traveled
one?
down? It was yellow.
With
Yellow and black.
it had the giant cock on the side,
It
but
had
a big one,
huge cock,
like
big reflective one.
the
Yeah.
reflective one.
And I don't think it was a big gap.
It
That
wasn't
was
a big gap.
For the difference in Trackhawks there. That wasn't.
That wasn't.
That was a good race for the difference of.
Terry, is it getting? Are we camel wrapping it?
Heather asked me the same thing. I said, I don't know. I got to get permission from my dad.
Yeah, he does. That's true. He's gonna no. Before we camel wrap anything, he's got to. We got some work to do, and he has some stuff to prove. Because I will not be represented by no fucking soft ass guy that lifts off the throttle when it accelerates too fast.
I'm not the one that lifts. You lift.
Terry goes Mopar and bracket racing. There's nothing wrong with Mopars. Yeah, that's facts. Oh, I know which one too.
That red-headed one.
Oh, she'll be out that window flipping them.
He's got a middle finger that's out of control.
As they're leaving, as Terry's putting a stretch on them, she'll be out that back hatch. She'll probably kick the hatch open. Yeah. Be standing up, giving dual fingers out the back.
Little sell it signs. She whips up. She can't see out the window, but she just holds that sign up.
You know what's a good thing about that Jeep? You don't even need a big wang. You just open the hatch. There it is. You got the biggest wang in the game. You're not as I'm not as old as Limpy. Limpy had fucking supper at the Last Supper. He was there. If you look in the picture, he's the last guy on the very end. All you can see is his arm though, in that picture. But he was there. I've seen it. I've heard the stories. Terry gonna get gapped by a 6-cylinder Hurricane. Oh, they're ready on you. So that's the big news. Yes, I do have a patent on my wrap. My wrap is custom. Nobody else has that wrap. Because it's impossible, because my friend literally
did it by hand.
Did it by hand on the computer. So it's the same one that was on the Jeep. No. Terry's been trying to drive the shit out of it and send me draggies, but it's been raining in Florida every day.
Every day. Couple times a day.
I mean,
I was scared of that one.
He was scared of that one. Yeah, I've seen that picture of Limpy too.
That's where, yeah.
The first street race when you had to part the seas to let them make a pass. So yeah, that's our big news. Terry's in the Trackhawk game. He already told me privately, and I wasn't supposed to repeat this, but he said, Cody, you better watch out if you ever come to Florida because he's going to gap your ass.
I see what you're doing there.
It's probably never going to happen.
I see what you're doing there.
White on white crime.
White on white crime.
Yeah. You should get a draggy. Then you and Terry can compete. Draggy times. Rye wants to camera wrap his Zed and Sinister decals. I can ask my buddy if he'll release the file. It's his file. It's not mine.
Secret. Top secret.
It's top secret file, but I'm sure he would. He doesn't wrap any cars though. That's the funny thing. So many people ask me, they're like, "Where'd you get your truck wrapped?" I'm like, "My buddy." They're like, "Can you do my car?" I'm like, "No." Why not? Because he doesn't do cars. He does. They do like. He used to wrap like cargo vans, like for fleets. Mm-hmm. But now they do like commercial signs, almost like they print these monster fucking signs, and then they'd wrap just the signs. And like construction hoarding and shit like that. So he doesn't even do cars. Because I've asked him, I'm like, do you want me to, a lot of people ask me where I got my wrap done. Do you want me to send them your way? He's like, fuck no. I hate wrapping cars.
Yeah.
He's like, the only reason I do it is for you. He's like, outside of that, I'd never do a car. They're the worst.
Yeah.
And I could see that. I mean, when you're wrapping just straight flat boards, like that's perfect.
Awesome.
It's the easiest job ever. Cars suck. Especially I was looking like they wrap around the mirrors and go in all these places and then it never sticks perfectly. So S10s, they only wrap S10s. Yeah. Sorry, Terry. He would have wrapped your last car, but
It's all right.
They only wrap S10s and Jeeps, so. Trans and draggies. That's what this show's becoming. Pretty much. I need to know who this Dick Fitz. Now he changed his picture.
How's his picture keep changing?
First he was this huge rip dude. Who's Dick Fitzwell?
I got questions.
We got questions. So, what else we got to talk about next weekend? Oh yeah. So, next weekend is probably the biggest race we have here in Ontario. 519 Pro Street does Legacy no prep. Now, this was the only flyer I could find, but let me make the correction now so people don't get out of hand. It is not 10K guaranteed. They're putting 2,500 on top of the pot. That was the original plan anyway. And then he wrote 10K guaranteed with, you know, how some promoters do that. Yeah, like 10K guaranteed with 64 cars, blah, blah, blah. And then everyone lost their shit. It is kind of a slimy way to do things. I really don't like. I prefer just put the money you're going to put on top and whatever cars come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we do lock-ins, so it's a little bit different. We kind of know what the car count will be, so we can give a rough idea, and then we just add whatever's on top of that and say, yeah, it's going to be roughly X amount. But if you don't do that and you have no idea who's coming, just post what you're putting on top. It's good. I mean, $2,500 on top is great. What's wrong with that? I think that's enough incentive for people to come and race. And not only that, it'll be fun. That race is always fun. I mean, last year we got lucky at that race. So we ended up taking home 2 belts. Not dry bragging, but 2 belts.
How many?
2 belts.
Okay. No, I got it now.
Okay.
Look like 2 belts.
You see that?
2 belt belts.
So this year, the Outlaw belt and the small tire belt both have the shop truck on it. Because the way they do it is whoever wins the year before gets a picture of their car on there. I see what you did there. So I would love to win the belts with my truck on it, but I'm also happy to whoever wins that belt because they're always going to have to look at my truck now.
Now you're just dry bragging.
It's a win-win for me no matter what. Even if I don't win the belts, it's still a win. But I would like to win one of the belts to put in the shop because I think it would be cool to have a belt with my truck on it. So we're going to... Today I brought the truck in after this weekend. It will blow your mind. I had to. I said, I have to see. So I got a nice clean pail, nice white clean pail, put it underneath the transmission, and open that drain plug.
Let's see.
And you know what came out? Sweet red fluid that didn't smell like a portalet.
Did you taste it?
No, I didn't taste it, but it was red. I have never seen red transmission fluid come out of my transmission after racing in God only knows how long.
Never.
And it wasn't burnt. It smells fine. It smells like transmission fluid like when I put it in. So this is the first time ever I've drained the transmission fluid, loaded it back in the pump, and pumped it right back into the transmission.
You cheap ass.
What do you mean cheap ass?
I mean, you're rich. Perfect. You probably had a 55-gallon drum right next to you full of
55-gallon drum. I had to buy a tanker of transmission fluid, and it just sits there parked
next to
the guy said, listen, you bought so much transmission fluid, I'll leave this tanker here. You just use it as you need it.
Call me when you need another one.
Call me when you're done. So the Outlaw class was crossed out because they are doing the Outlaw belt on Saturday. Because so how that race works is Saturday is like the pre-race. They just do buy-ins. It's a 2-day event. So Saturday is like a pre-race. They do buy-ins for all the classes, and then it's just winner wins cash. Sunday was the day for the belts. But because there's no big tire cars anymore, or Outlaw cars, or whatever they want to call it, now he's giving the Outlaw belt to the winner of... It's still an Outlaw class on Saturday, but there won't be small tire. It's like Run What You Brung on Saturday, and they win the Outlaw belt. And of course, our boy Pro Tree will be streaming live on Sunday. Is it brand new? Is what brand new? This is the problem when I lose track of the comments. Donkey Balls, be quiet, everyone.
That's who the
Just blew his cover.
Dick Fitzwell is Donkey Balls.
Donkey Balls is Dick Fitz?
Donkey Balls, yeah.
Oh my God, same guy.
Yeah.
That's amazing. He's really putting in work with these aliases.
He's a genius.
Yeah, that race will easily be $5,000 for sure with the cars that are coming. It's just a good race. I mean, even if there was no money on top, that one race is pretty cool. He needs to drive Cody's Jeep. Who does?
Me?
I don't know. You do?
I say I do for sure.
3 to 5K transmission. We don't talk about numbers on here.
We don't, yeah. It's just a number. Numbers are numbers.
Numbers are numbers on here, okay?
We don't.
When you're all the time working in science, numbers are just numbers. Like, they don't really mean a lot. So,
yeah, I mean, if you carry the 2 and add the 3,
yeah, it's
close.
fractions.
Yeah,
It's just
you're
numbers.
close.
You're close. You go to bed, those numbers disappear. You wake up in the morning, same shit. So, what I did find was, brought the truck in today, dumped tranny fluid, everything looks perfect, put that right back in the transmission. There was a little bit of seepage, not seepage, but I think I overfilled it a touch because the first time he told me to put in 9 liters. This, I know it's going to fuck you up.
What does that mean?
Exactly. 9 liters of fluid, which I did, and it looked like it was full. So I think we overfilled it a touch because this is the first time the catch can had fluid actually in it. So it was coming out of the catch can a little bit. Okay. So I took a touch out when I put it back in there. I did notice on D-Cell we had heavy vibration, which made me very nervous after every pass. And I was like, well, that's different. So I am a rear gear specialist and had put in a new set of gears myself as a scientist, of course. And so I was like, oh, man, I probably didn't shim it right or something. I'm getting vibration in the gear set. So I took the cover off and the gears look flawless. Everything inside there is beautiful. The wear pattern looks perfect. I got a second opinion from a guy who that's all he does. He said, yeah, everything looks great. So I was like, what the fuck's with this vibration? Well, some idiot probably didn't tighten the transmission mount bolt, and that was gone. So the transmission was just sitting on the mount and not really bolted to anything.
The frame.
Yeah, it wasn't tied into the frame. So I have a feeling that that's where our vibration came from. I don't know. I've never been that fast.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Take a 7 off that, and we're closer to where we rest. I don't think Chris liked the meme I put up this week.
Well, that shit was good.
It's got to go around, right? I don't know. I think I'm going to take out the drive shaft anyway if I have time this week. I would like to just get it checked and balanced, but I've never really had a problem. I have a feeling that vicious vibration was because the transmission wasn't tied to anything. And it was bouncing around on the mount was bolted into the tranny, but the tranny wasn't bolted to the frame. Like that bolt that holds it, I guess I probably put it in finger tight and it fell out.
Because you have one that stays on the truck and it just kind of moves down, right?
Yeah, like the way the transmission bolts in is it's bolted to the engine and then there's a crossbar that's on 2 bolts. And then it has that one bolt that holds the mount in place, like that grade 8 bolt. So I think I probably just screwed it. Dude, I've had that transmission in the last 2 weeks in and out like 6 times. So I bet you the last time I just fucking put it in and forgot to tighten it. So we lost the bolt. So to be safe, I put a brand new the other problem was that thing is, like I said, gone in and out many times now. The threads on that mount were pretty beat up.
Yeah.
So I bought a brand new mount for the backup transmission. So I took that mount off of there, put it on this one. So it's all brand new, fresh, tight. It'll be good for this weekend. So we're really hoping to squeeze like 110 mile an hour out of her this weekend if we can out the back. It should be close, but we're really going to have to get after the 60 to try to achieve those kind of velocity.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of velocity. Maybe I do. So truck's good, I think. I think we're good to go. I nutted and bolted everything, went around, made sure everything's tight, checked all the suspension stuff, all the bolts on everything. I have no time this week because it's a very busy week, and I don't even want to fucking think about this thing. So I said, today's Sunday, today's the day. I'm going to go over the whole thing, make sure it's perfect. We're going to put on some new tires because I posted a video. I feathered the fuck out of those tires. They were garbage. That's why that last pass, I knew those tires were done. If you're going to get into this racing, you ideally should buy some stocks in whatever tire company you're using because you will go through tires, and the difference between 10 passes to 15 passes on a DO5 is drastically different. And when you get to where I think those tires now, that last pass was the 16th pass, they're junk. They're feathered. Like I noticed that even on the third pass we did when I came back to the pits, I was like, these tires feel like they're starting to go away. And you can feel them like they're feathered to shit. I was like, yeah, these are junk. They'll work on a track. I mean, I can see why radio guys love radials because they put on one set of tires for the season. If you're racing backside stuff and you're trying to get after it and be competitive, any bigger race, it's a new set of tires. You don't have a choice. If you show up there with a set of tires with 20 passes on it, you're an idiot. Like, because 90% of your competition will be on fresh tires, and it does make a difference. Like, there's tenths to be lost. It doesn't matter what you're tuning. That's why you see all the biggest guys and the biggest names, like, they come, those tires are fucking
mint.
Yeah, they mount them at the track, and that first pass, they're fresh, like right out the wrapper.
Casey,
I even wrap tires here when I get them in cellophane to try to keep the rubber moist, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if it does anything, to be honest, but I feel like when they're sitting in the shop and it's hot like that, that they dry out quickly. Because the other tires I have that I leave unwrapped, you feel them. Like after, the top is like, but I think once you do a burnout, it's all the same shit.
Gone.
Yeah. It is funny, though. You can see the difference. Like when you wrap them and when you don't. I just put like 2 wraps of cellophane when they come from Summit, and I put them on the shelf like that. And it seems to keep the rubber, like it doesn't dry out. Because the other ones I have, if I leave them out like that, they dry out over time. So there you go. There's a tech tip for any of you people. Wrap it with WD. Wrap it with WD. Wouldn't that make them slick? You're putting oil into them.
We might be learning something for science.
I do it. Look at this guy. He changed it again.
God.
Man, he's quick. It's like a magician.
We need him.
Like a magician. Thoughts of NPK canceling? Yeah, that's interesting, actually. I'd like to say I was surprised, but I'm really not.
No.
I think that boat, they rode that boat for a long time. I think, you know what, I'll give you my honest opinion here, which I always do on here. I have no filter.
God.
No, it's not bad. I think in this day and age, if you've looked in the last 2 to 3 years, all these people that race now have their own YouTube channels. There didn't used to be that. So the only way you were able to follow racing and stuff was by NPK or on TV. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Street Outlaws. I watched Street Outlaws for years. Even when people were saying, oh, you know, they sold out and this, I still watched it. I loved it because it was it was cool racing. And if you go back and you watch like the OG Street Outlaws,
It was awesome.
that shit was fire, dude.
It was awesome.
When that came out, I was like, in essence, if that never would have come out, I don't think no prep racing would be where it was now. I would almost guarantee it, because that show was what paved the way for everyone else, because they were like, oh my God, street racing's so gangster. Like, these guys are having so much fun, you know? And the 405 was calling out everyone. And then you had these little groups. I'm surprised. And I was thinking about this for a while now. I would love to do a race where you bring teams like that. I know they did it like, what do you call it? Greatest in America, or remember when they had that series? What was that series? Anyway, where everyone came from the states, like all over from their state and represented. But I think it would be cool to have like a legit no prep race with like legit guys that aren't on TV, that nobody gives a fuck about. Like, call out people that are actually out here, like your average dudes that are out here struggling, get them to put a team together that represent their city or their, you know, whatever, and host a cool race like that. Like, if we all, it's the same buy-ins anyway. So let's say you put a team together of like 6 guys and you all throw in $500, you know, for this one race. It's $3,000 a team. And then you get all these teams together. And then if you have enough promotion or whatever, hopefully you get some cool sponsors, adds a little bit on top. Same as they did on TV, but it would be cool just to have one no prep race like that with actual guys that aren't on TV. Like that, you don't have to be a celebrity to be part of this deal. You can just be an average dude. It doesn't have to be filmed for TV. Like, it's not a TV thing. You don't have to act and throw chairs around and pretend you're going to fight when really you're not going to fight. And, you know, all the drama they throw in to make TV interesting. I think it would just be cool to have a race like that, because that takes it back to the OG days when like the 405 was like their own little group and they'd call out other groups from other cities. I think that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I think it would be awesome to have like a race like that. And I'd like to maybe host something like that one day. I think it would be cool. But that's what Street Outlaws were to me. But now MPK is basically pro mod racing. Like, it's not pro mod, don't get me wrong, but it's at the same caliber as pro mod. Like, when we went to Little Gangsters at Bradenton and you saw those pro mod setups, like, that shit's untouchable for 90% of the more, 98% of the racers out there. Like, I'm never going to have it, unless I win the lottery, I'm never going to have a trailer that's got 5 billet Hemis with blowers just sitting in it waiting to fucking, you know, like that's never going to happen.
Full machine shops in them.
Yeah, like,
what the fuck?
Fucking 4 transmissions, brand new, like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 transmissions just sitting in crates waiting. Oh, we blew that one? Fuck, toss that one in the trailer. We'll just throw a brand new one in. And I think that's what happened with NPK, is it became so far out of people's, it's not, I don't know, it's just not
relatable.
doable. So it becomes boring to watch. You know what I mean? To me, it's like, I don't know. I stopped watching MPK because I'm like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see really fast shit. I get that. Would I go and spend money for tickets to watch that? Probably not. If I'm bored in the shop, I might put it on in the background. And it is cool to see cars that fast.
Yeah,
but it's not
awesome
relatable
machines.
To guys who, you know, this no prep stuff has been more relatable. Now people, you know, they follow Beater Bomb. They follow Casey Max. They follow, who else is on YouTube? Like even, who are the backside guys there that do really well?
Houdini and Bradshaw?
Yeah. Charles, Bradshaw. Team Denver has a YouTube channel. Like, all these guys now bring out their own YouTube channels. So now you can kind of follow, like, look at even people that follow us on here. You know what I mean? And we're scumbags. We're like the bottom
100%.
of the barrel. There's
we're slow.
There's like the bottom of the barrel, and we're the ants underneath trying to get into the barrel.
You set the barrel.
And we even have people that follow, you know, not a big following, but it's a following, right? Because they want to see what kind of stupidity we're up to. Science. But YouTube as, science. They're trying to follow the science. YouTube has opened up that window now that I think people just follow who they want to follow. So they're not going to watch MPK and all that stuff. They're just going to, you know, I watch Casey Max's stuff. It's interesting to me. The fellow scientist. He's a little bit above our pay grade. He's like neuroscience. We're like, we're like he's chemistry teacher science. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe not even.
That guy's a
So
genius.
we like to hang out with the bottom people. At least I do. Terry's more higher echelon in his private life, but on
That's
here
not true.
he comes down to our level just to appease me. So I hope that gives you guys the answer of what I think of MPK.
Big
I
shocker.
missed. Once I get on a roll, I can't answer comments.
I just want you to know I got a random Amazon package now that I own a Jeep for a week, and it's a 3-piece rainbow
Oh my God, what is that?
Jeep duck kit for I guess now that I have a Jeep, I'm supposed to duck people, but this one has little
Who
flags,
sent you that?
little flags inside of the package.
Oh, open one. Well, you got to open the package, bro. I can't see through the package. When did that come?
Came yesterday.
Oh, my package didn't come yet?
No, the only instructions were I had to open it on stream, so I opened it here quietly, and well, you'll see.
We got to see Terry's gift we got. See, people love Terry. I wonder who thought. Yeah, Limpy is the OG of all this stuff. Sorry, I forgot to mention you, Limpy. You are the OG. You are what started all this. Oh my God. It's
This
even got
is-
your flag.
This is what my people they send me.
How many did you get?
I get it's a 3-pack.
Oh, perfect. That is
Yes.
perfect. You got to
is
put
my
one of those in
first
the Jeep for sure.
Jeep mod.
That's your first mod. I don't know. Mike might be jealous that you have those ducks, but
Oh. They've got their hand up. You just put a little flag in his hand here.
oh, here's a question. That is very nice, Terry. You should thank whoever sent you that.
I'm gonna do something like that.
Who would be on Team Canada, Mike? If I were to
Ooh.
pick 6 drivers, that is a tough one because it
Ooh.
would depend. See, the problem here is it would depend on the surface because I know there's some cars that are extremely fast on a front side that don't do so well on a back side.
Watch
Yeah. Wajdi, I would pick 100% on front side stuff, hands down. See, that's a tough one because I'm trying to think now. See, there's a core group of guys who do a lot of no prep stuff here in Ontario. But then there's like the odd guy that comes here and there that's actually faster in certain aspects. So that would be a really tough one to choose, to be honest. If it were backside only racing, I would probably take the fastest people that I've normally seen competing in the backside stuff. So I'd take John Legato. I would take Trevor. I would probably ask Frank from ProTech. They're fast too with that Fox body. That's 3. I would take... Who else would I take? See, those 3 are normally consistently fast. Trevor's just starting to get his ramping in, so I think he's on a good roll. Pedro's car's fast, but I don't think it's America fast. I don't know if it would have enough there. Yeah, it's tough. I wouldn't pick Wajdi for backside, honestly. I know his car's fast, but it's not the right car. Jason White hasn't been around lately. He's been doing a lot more front side. I would have said Jason White on the team as well, but I haven't seen him around lately, so I'm not sure if he's given up on backside racing or if he's been doing more front side stuff, which I don't blame him. I mean, he's got a bad unit there. It's fast. Who else would I pick for that? I would have said Matt Granby too, but he's been struggling with that new car. I think they did too much fuckery with it. Like they set the motor real far back in it, and they just changed too many things. It used to be a fucking weapon. I still think it's like fast, but I don't know. Yeah, that's tough. It's tough to pick a team because you want guys that are going to be consistent everywhere. Like everyone has their day where they're good. Do you know what I mean? Like picking a team is a very hard thing to do because you're not picking a team.
Because they did good ones.
Yeah, because they did good on one event. Everyone gets lucky like I do every once in a while. I mean, even myself, I think I'd need more testing before I'd even put myself on that team because we're just now starting to get back into, we're starting to get back into the flow, but I would like to test more. I don't have confidence to go travel to the U.S. and represent Canada on that team. But I think if we're on this trajectory we're on, then I would be more comfortable. Wasn't there the all-wheel drive guy is Frank. He used to have the GTR that was on Street Outlaws, and with his all-wheel drive car, he did really well. But now he built that. He built the GTR Mustang.
Fox body one.
But he pilots one of the ProTech cars here in Canada. He runs that Orange Crush.
Mm-hmm.
It's like orange and primered now and shit because I think they smacked the wall with it. So it's got new body panels on it.
Couple events.
Yeah. But he would have been on my thing for that thing. I don't know, man. I'd have to find 3 other people. I think, honestly, I'd have to do like Johnny Quick did. And you just have a track day on... But see, the problem is you can have one good day there. And a guy can have one bad day. Like imagine I went there that day and the transmission decided not to work that day. Then I just look like a plug. But realistically, I'm not a good pick because I'm not consistent. You're going to want people that are consistent. Like Team Denver, consistent. They're no matter where they go, they're consistent. It's hard to be consistent if you only race at one place always. Like even some of the guys, we've had this discussion many times about people at Immokalee. Very consistent at Immokalee. You take them out of their sandbox, they fucking blow. Because they never leave the sandbox. So yeah, on one surface, you can do extremely well and be at the top of your game. I agree with that. But if you're not moving around and trying different places, how are you ever... You don't have enough data. You don't have enough...
It's experience.
What am I trying to say? Experience. Like you've never been on this kind of surface before. You have no idea how to tune for that. All you know is
walk
A and B surface
say, hey,
because that's all you've ran.
Yeah.
So yes, on A and B, you'll be fantastic. But like I said, and it's the same thing with people here. If they've only ran here in Ontario and they've only ran at St. Thomas, let's say, you take them to a place like Orlando, they're not going to have a fucking clue on what they're doing.
No.
They'll tell you they will. They'll be like, oh, yeah, no, we're fine there, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, we'll see.
Horrendous.
Yeah, and that only comes with making passes on different surfaces. That's why I've always tried to travel and go to different places and new places all the time because something could be... I've been to enough places now that I am comfortable with assessing a surface when I get there and saying, this is like A or B. Like... This surface is like St. Thomas backside. This surface is like Orlando backside. This is like Dig or Die. This is like Ohio backside of the track. Once you've been to enough places and you keep a logbook of where you've been and you just start to know your vehicle and you're like, hey, on this surface, I can run this time because I've done it at this place and this is a very similar thing. But if I only ran one place, I wouldn't know shit about shit. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd have 3 out of 6 cars. I think the other 3 would have to... I almost feel like I'd have to have 3 separate mini races. Not mini races, but mini test and tunes. And then take the average of their draggy times and pick the... Because I'd like to see different surfaces. I wouldn't just pick it from one place. I know that's hard to do, but I think that's the only way you could consistently see who's going to shine when you drop them in the middle of... Because if you have a race in some place you've never been to, you need people that are going to be able to adapt to that. And that, I think, is the biggest skill that you learn doing this kind of racing, especially backside racing. Front side, I mean, front sides are front side for a majority of the time. KD is a little bit, that throws a wrench in things. That's not a normal front side. But I mean, a majority of front sides I've been to, the surface is similar. It's a track that's been scraped. I mean, give or take, you can figure it out. MPK lost spectators, no sponsorship. Yeah, because companies, like, if people aren't into it, why would a company want to sponsor it? Companies want to sponsor. Look at how companies are now jumping into like Limpy and Happy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're getting bigger and bigger sponsors coming out in the no prep because that's what people enjoy. That's what they like. See? Fellow scientist. We have our own network here. All right. Holy duck, bring it out. You know what? I think I could probably actually pick more Florida cars as a team. I think. Only for the fact that I've seen more Florida cars on more different surfaces.
Travel around more.
The problem with Ontario here is a lot of people, like, the surfaces are very similar, you know, like they don't really change a lot. Grand Bend, St. Thomas, and TMP all become, like, the tune-ups are
Similar.
very similar. I haven't seen a big swing. We don't have like a place where you're like, oh, fuck, I need to do this. Even TMP, when they did the first backside, the first round was challenging. After that, it became like normal there. So that's the hard part, is finding different surfaces. Oh, I'm a horrible, horrible person.
You've said it about 3
I know, for like
shows in a
months.
row.
Ask Limpy how good my shipping is.
You.
He ordered, or his wife ordered, a t-shirt at Christmas, and I think I gave it to him end of February when I saw him.
You know,
He's
what?
like, how's that shirt shipping? Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I learned from Jimmy Dale.
Thank you.
Trevor, Mike, and Wajdi. Wajdi would be great on the front side. I agree with that. If I was picking a team for front side, Wajdi's 100% on that team. Team Canada, 6 cars at Bradenton. Backside. Pedro. I don't know. I know what Pedro's running, and I mean, it's decent, but I still think Pedro needs to work at it. There's a reason why Trevor's fucking put the coals to him twice now in the finals. And it's not just because he's tuning his car. That car needs a little more work, I think, before I would consider it like to represent Team Canada.
Where's Sherm from? Is he from the U.S.?
Yeah, he's from Michigan.
He just goes up there a lot and beats up on you guys?
The Canadian that won Dig or Die is John Legato. He works for Brandon Mork. Biggest head in no prep. Fat head.
He's going to punch you.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. I'm going to see him in New York, most likely.
Me? I say nice things about him.
I know. Brandon loves you. Everyone loves you, Terry, because you're just a soft little teddy bear, aren't you?
He sat right here in this chair.
Yeah. You probably did some things.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah. Fastest in America. Oh, Ron Charlton. Yeah, Ron. But again, Ron is really good, then not good. Really good, not good. You got to catch Ron at the right time, but Ron is definitely that car's fast. When it's working, it's working.
Which cars you got?
That's the white one that has the camo wing. That's normally with Trevor, the white Fox body.
Mm-hmm.
He posted recently, he was at the track and the whole front end blew off, or the hood blew off and cracked. I mean, I'd judge him, but I did exactly the same thing on the street in front of the shop here, so I can't say anything.
We don't talk about it.
Who else? Who else we got? Oh, I think Pedro snuck in here. Is that him? Yep. There he is. He came in. He heard his name being talked about.
He's summoned.
He was summoned. People appear when their names get summoned.
Mike's creating a 6-team Canada group. We're discussing.
Okay, you got 3 Canadians. Put 2 American driver cars on your list. Oh, fuck. I mean, if I could pick anyone out of the States, that's easy as shit. I just pick everyone that fucking Beater Bomb's picking for that all-wheel drive shootout. He's taking the best guys in the country.
Yeah.
But they're not from my area. Jimmy Dale delivers. There are some fast cars across. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of fast cars. That's the thing. You'd almost need to have like a tryouts. As gay as that sounds, you'd have to, because there's probably some guys I don't even know that may be in the woodwork or run frontside stuff that could maybe do well on backside. But normally you'd expect if you could do well on a backside surface, you'd be at the events trying to win money. Why wouldn't you? Doesn't make sense to be sitting at home if you're fast. So I'm just going off of what I've seen in the last year, like who's still around, who's still winning, who's still making passes. The problem, I think, for this year is a lot of people have been inconsistent. Like, it's just part of this sport. Even myself have been inconsistent as shit.
You make upgrades, you got to learn again. I mean, everything.
Yeah, like I think a lot of people, everyone's getting faster. So it's throwing a wrench in a lot of people that became complacent. That's the problem with this sport. If you become complacent and you think you're fast, and you're like, oh, you know, I'm fast. It's good enough. There's guys who are in the garage at 2 a.m. doing beaker stuff and science work that are trying to get an extra tenth out of shit. Just beakers. Remember that.
You said beakers, didn't you?
They got the beakers flowing.
Fuck.
Terry, we're scientists.
We're scientists. I need
Ash is back on YouTube. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. She's back out racing again. When are you going to be in New York? If the truck is still on par by the time they have that big race, we're going to come to that. Just for fun. I know we have no chance of winning that, but we'd like to just put on a show at least. And it's not that far. I'd like to just come, even if I get eliminated, to watch. That was the one, the Star Spangled Banner or whatever in September. Remember Mork won it last year?
I'm still thinking if I can get on a plane.
For what?
I make guest appearances for events that you travel to, you know?
Oh, you want to come to New York?
I've been known to show up and help out.
Then you better fly here.
Son of a bitch.
Actually, I could pick you up at the airport in New York.
What if I want to spend a week in New York, you know? Partying, and then I'll just finish it off at the race.
What would my choice be in South Florida? Oh, here we go.
Now you're going to enemies today. Mad.
Backside, from what I've seen, I would take, obviously, my boy.
The Duck,
Buis. I would take Brandon, red car, the Ford that's always out on the streets.
Nitrous.
Doing backside shit. No, he's turbo. I would take one car from the Poor Boys camp, whatever one was running that week, because I know a lot of them are on and off with it. But when their cars are working, they're working.
Who's that? I would take silver Camaro guy. Tin Man? No.
Fucking Buis really fucking fed it to him on the street. How did he do it, Orlando?
I gotta look his name up now. You're making me mad.
I know on the streets it wasn't very good. Oh, okay. But I think he sold it. I would take the guy with the silver Camaro.
That's the one I'm saying.
Oh, okay. That's not Tin Man. Tin Man had
the silver it's another Mustang. T. It's fucking
Trennis.
Yeah.
I would take those four for back. This is backside racing. I'm not talking front side. That's 4. I would take. Who else is a gangster on the backside? I think Clint and the other guy are from Georgia. I don't think they're Florida, so I can't include them. Because what's his name? With the little red car. How am I forgetting him? The fucking guy who beat me when we raced small tire. It's a fucking legend. Can't think of his name.
Chicken Hawk.
You know, Chicken Hawk. Yeah. I take Chicken Hawk. That's 5.
Yeah.
And
Trennis, Chicken Hawk.
What's the 6th one?
Buis.
I don't want to put myself, so I'll pick another car.
Ignoring yourself.
Yeah. I need one more. That's really good on backside. Chicken Hawk, Trennis, Buis. Who else did I say?
Brandon.
Oh, the Camaro. The other guy, Miker. Micro with the Camaro, the Pro
Yeah.
Mod Camaro. I would take that 6. That would be my 6. Billy ain't Florida. Billy's Ohio. So I can't take Billy.
Fucking guy in his photos, dude. I can't. I can't click on one more. How does he do
changes
that?
them every time.
How does he? Is he just got a roulette that it just auto does it? He can't be changing those.
I mean, I'm not publicly gonna say that, but we're definitely gonna take a run at it.
We're gonna take a run at it for sure.
100%, because he's been fucking
We
just
won't.
lipping off
We-
since last year, all year.
You don't have a great track record against
No.
that car.
I don't.
We'll say that.
But we also never realistically I want to race when we're at 100%.
Sure.
So we'll give it a go.
Yeah.
As long as Terry's not flagging, everything should be fine.
Piss off. You couldn't keep your pants in it. You just jumped every time. You were worried.
What kind of sucks?
Yeah. What? Suck you, man.
What are we sucking on?
Yeah. What is it? What the
This too
suck?
sucks.
What the suck, dude?
Big babies. That's true. We are big babies.
Oh, God.
So yeah, those would be my 2 picks. Canada, we still have to pick 3. I'd have to sleep on this. The kind that swallows. Perfect.
Well, I've been called worse today.
That's true. I've been called worse many days. So yeah, we should put some kind of race together like that. We got to talk to Limpy. Really, it's his idea. He's the OG, so I have to ask the Godfather first. Go there, kiss the ring. You know, ask for permission.
Bend the knee. Yeah.
Bend the knee. It's only fair. How much air do you... He asked me this at the track, and I go, bro, I've told you enough information. That's too
I'm
far.
not giving you
You're
that.
asking for too
It's
much.
too much. That's
You're
too
asking
much.
for too much. I gave you a bunch of information, and then he goes, but how much air are you running in the tank? I said that I
No,
can't
that's
tell
too
you.
far. That's too far. We can't give you that.
yes. Brian go. Yes. Forgot about Brian. There's 4. The
Which
pickle,
one?
little pickle.
Yeah.
He's in Canada, but we never see him. But fuck me, when he came to Grand Bend, that thing was riding. That was a fast car. The near face. Exactly. So we got 4 out of 6 in Canada. We got 2 spots open. But I think that would be cool. It would be cool just to see, like, the problem is, I think we'd still get fucking waxed. No offense. I mean, it would depend on where it is, but
Sure.
I already know
On
some
paper.
teams and some people that I'm thinking of that are going to fucking hurt some feelings. There's certain areas where they have a much bigger pool to pull from. You know, like our pool's very small here. We're pulling out of a kiddie pool. Some of those places are pulling out of a fucking public swimming pool that's, you know, triple Olympic size. We're pulling out of a fucking bathtub.
Yeah.
That's the only problem. You better fucking smarten up and get that shit right if you want to make any team.
He said he needs a month or 2.
He does. He's there. Like I said, I'm just razzing on him because he fucks with everybody. So now we fuck with him. Biggest troll poster on fucking Facebook all the time. But, yeah. Yeah, Pedro. We put Pedro on the reserve list for now. He's
gotta do a
close.
tryout.
He is close. He just needs. There's something going on. Like he's there. It's just there's something. Need to like go to a test and tune and watch that car for a bit, and put all the science brains together and figure out what exactly is what could improve his program a little, because he has the right parts. It's just something's not It used to tote around like a fucking, like the car was on hydraulics. You would have the bumper on the floor and the front end already almost fully extended. That looked goofy as shit. But now he's fixed it. So.
No, I'm trying. I need a sticker myself. I can't get one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm working.
I got to do that. I got to send it tomorrow. I got no choice.
You got to get in.
Can you remind me? Do me a favor.
Yeah,
remind me tomorrow. Let me see if he sent me his fucking information.
You probably sent it 4 times.
Yeah, probably. Or 15 times.
Yeah. You kept telling him, yeah, just message me. Message me after the show.
Let me see.
Oh, God.
Is this John? Yes. Yes. All right. Okay, I got his information. Oh, look at that car. Yeah, he needs some sinister shit. We need to hook him up with a sticker pack.
I don't know what you're waiting on.
I don't know. Can you remind me, honestly, if you remember, remind me tomorrow to send these out. I'll send them out.
I will.
You guys are very demanding of me. Like I have brain cells. Do you know how little brain cells I have? I use them all for
Probably
science.
write things down in a book.
I know. See? Aren't I the best? Oh God, I suck. I'm sorry, guys. The car looks very cool. I will, if Terry, I'm going to put it on Terry now. If Terry reminds me tomorrow, I will ship them out tomorrow. You need to catch me when I'm like in the work zone. Right now, talking to me, I'm drinking Angry Orchards. We're shooting the shit. I completely forget by the morning. But if you catch me in the morning when I'm in work mode, the result is much better. Exactly. He knows. That's facts. Asking me for things during the show, very bad plan. I'll be honest. Because by the end of the show, I already forgot even what we were talking about today. So that's just how it goes. Well, it's been 2 hours, Terry.
I just delayed the message, my reminder to you. It's already physically in there.
All right,
ready
just
to
send
send
it to
tomorrow.
me.
So whether I remember or not now, it's going. I got it.
All right, send it to me tomorrow. Well, gentlemen, it's been our 2 hour window. Mike's best. What? What did he say? It's weird. Oh, that was the old one. Mike's hands down best send it first round. Oh, I sent it right off the trailer. It said, fuck it. If we're going big.
It went.
And it went big. Now I know what I can do off the trailer, really. Because we were only 1, 2, 3 pairs in. Imagine we were like 6 pairs in.
20th.
We're gonna put a little more spice on it if we're 6th pair in.
Here we go. Keep your finger off the keyboard already.
I got a little.
I gotta click on this. Hold on.
I got a little red hot chili peppers. See a Dick Fitzwell?
Yeah, I just wanted to see what photo you had this time.
Yeah, he's had fucking 35 photos through the feed tonight. All right, guys. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Everybody stay safe. Have fun. We will be at Grand Bend this weekend. Check out Pro Tree videos. He will be doing the live of the Legacy race. Terry will be watching poolside while drinking his gay little Michelob Ultras.
No, I like to have margaritas in the pool.
Oh, drinking margaritas?
Yeah.
Make sure you check out Pedro. He's going to win the whole event. He's already told everyone that it's a done deal, wrapped up. So I'm going to have to ask him if I can touch one of the belts after just to see it.
He's open to any and all call outs first round. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he wants to race my truck first pair off the trailer. He's that
Yep.
confident in his program. So, see,
Lock it in.
we'll lock that in for 500. So, just send that lock in, Pedro, when you're ready. We'll do 500 or better. First pair off the trailer.
You can send it directly to me.
You could send the lock ins to Terry.
Right directly to me.
And yeah, we will see you guys. Maybe we'll do a show next. No, we can't. I'll be racing Sunday. So we'll do it following weekend. Every 2 weeks. That works. Throw Terry into Lake Huron. Terry's talking about showing up in New York, so we'll see. If he shows up in New York, Patrick, we'll be locked and loaded, ready.
Yeah. I need a little. We've been talking about a little impromptu weekend somewhere.
Oh,
so.
boy, impromptu. Maybe that was supposed to be romantic, not racing.
That is romantic.
Oh, nice, Terry. Such a.
We went to Mexico on Heather's birthday.
That's cool.
Literally for her birthday, we took her into the middle of Mexico in the middle of the night.
Into the
She loved
cartels.
it. She loved it.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you probably tomorrow when you text me to ship the stuff.
Will do.
And yeah, everyone have a wonderful week. Good luck with all your adventures. Remember to like and subscribe. I got to sell this deal now.
Shameless plug. Yeah.
Yeah. Shameless plug. And we'll see you on the next one.
See you.
Peace.